Well, I have not checked in for 2 months. September, I realized I am transgender and that I see myself as male instead of female. And I did a few videos, um, sort of as a vlog, recording my take on this revelation. And I have not checked in, like I said, since then. Um, what's been going on for 2 months? Well, a whole lot of nothing, really. There's been some social transitioning going on. But I've been on a waiting list for the for uh, Minnesota Center for Sexual Health. I think it's a sexuality clinic run by the University of Minnesota. Um, I finally got a call a week or two ago, um, and had appointments made for January and February, to each month to get my intake and all that other fun stuff done. Um, I've picked out my name. Um, I have freaked out a bit over the notion of surgeries. I have freaked out over certain social situations regarding like bathroom use, mostly. I've gone and bought a couple of Packers. The first one was too small. The second one was bigger, and I liked that one better. Um, I've bought a binder from Shapeshifters, and I lost weight since ordering it. It takes like a month to get it, and I ended up losing enough weight to where it wasn't binding. So I had to ship that back to them to have it taken in, and I'm waiting on that now. Um, I also bought a much cheaper GC2B binder, which should be arriving Thursday, I guess. Um, as a spare, just in case. Um, the Shapeshifters binder is like $50, and the GC2B is like 33. So I figured this way I can have a nice cheap backup for when I need it. Um, I probably won't have either of them. Well, the one I would, if I get it by Thursday, I'll have it for Christmas. But I don't know if I'll wear them to a family holiday. Itchy ear. Trying to think what else was going on in the last couple of months. I mean, a lot of stressing over waiting. I hate waiting. I hate not being able to take action. Um, like I tried to get blood tests done, but the doctors were like, "Well, we don't know what they need." So like that kind of went nowhere. Got information on legal name change. I'm not going to do that until next year after I've spoken with a couple of experts. Um, I'm trying very hard not to think of surgery because I can't get surgery anyway for a while. I have to be on testosterone first. I'm pretty sure, but it's definitely a future thing because I'm not in a mindset to be ready for surgery, and I don't think I'm healthy enough to recover safely from surgery. I mean, either top or bottom, they're both pretty major surgeries, pretty invasive. Um, Trying to think what else. I have told people through my mental health clinic about the name change, so they were nice and they put my preferred name on my documentation as much as they legally can because it's just a preferred name. It's not a legal name yet. So my old name does pop up, but it's got the new name next to it, which is something. Otherwise, in person, they do address me by my preferred name, which is nice. The clients who go there for like the social activities have been very nice and accommodating. They do forget the pronouns, but I still look female, so I don't harp on them. Um, I don't hold them to the same standards as family. Uh, I have come out to my family, my extended family, as well as my immediate family. Um, my father, I don't know if he's like totally accepting, but he doesn't mock me for it, which is pretty darn good. Um, Mom has been working very hard to remember to call me by the preferred name and preferred pronouns. My sisters, well, my one sister is like totally into it, which is cool. My aunt has been considerate and called me by my preferred name. I don't see my grandma very much or my aunt, so Christmas will be the I guess the test of the extended family. Um, hmm. Because of the testosterone, I have been trying to eat healthier. That's why the weight loss while I was waiting for my binder. Um, I'm just watching portions. I mean, it doesn't look like I've lost much. I mean, but like I said, I had to have the binder taken in to get it to do anything. Like I checked and it needs like to be taken in 8 inches. So yay. I just have to keep up that trend. It's gonna be hard over the holidays. Um, Trying to think what else. I am trying to walk around more outside just to get some exercise going. I did make it up to the cafe not too long ago. I don't like walking without a destination, and that's like my biggest, the biggest thing holding me back. I don't like walking just to walk. I don't like meandering around without a goal. I hate not having goals. So that's like my biggest exercise hurdle because I know that walking is my best bet right now. Um, I'm enjoying wearing men's underwear. um, I've actually got uh, a great pair of boxer briefs from MeUndies. It's pink. You know, only real men wear pink. Um, and it's got these adorable fat chubby penguins all over it. And I got matching socks to go with it. Um, you bet I'm gonna wear those on Christmas. Um, Otherwise, my others are just Fruit of the Loom knitted boxer briefs. They're very comfortable. I actually find I am much more comfortable in them than I was in my old clothing. I've found myself walking in my boxers and a shirt just around the apartment. Not the best view for the neighbors, but fuck them. Uh, I've been crafting a bit to try to keep busy. Um, I did a couple of commissions and finishing up holiday stuff. It's keeping me somewhat occupied. I was playing Animal Crossing on the phone and 3DS as a relaxing pastime while I was waiting for the phone call from the center. I found I was getting really stressed out, like really, really stressed out, worrying about the future. And the games would give me moments to just pause and cool. I haven't played them for a while. I don't think I've needed them so much. Oh, there's been dysphoria with my hair. That's a big thing lately. Um, I have been shaving my lower part of my face. I find that the act of shaving gives me an excuse as to why I don't have a beard. I can tell myself, well, I don't have a beard because I shave. So, like right now, I feel some stubble coming in, so I can shave that and say, oh, I would have a beard if I didn't shave. I know logically that's stupid. I don't have enough to have a beard. I have like a shaggy peach fuzz. Um, when I got the second packer, the bigger one, it did alleviate the bottom dysphoria quite nicely, but it left me open to dysphoria regarding head hair. Um, my hair, I mean, it doesn't look horrendous and is sticking up back there, but my hair doesn't register to me as masculine hair, and when it gets long like this, it makes me think that I'm getting more feminine looking. I'm trying to grow it out so I can get a decent haircut. But after I got the new packer, it's like all of a sudden the hair dysphoria went into overtime, and the last week or so, if I hadn't given mom the clippers that I owned, I would have shaved all of this off just to get rid of the sense of femininity. Um, and I spent a lot of time looking at men's haircuts, wishing I could have things, and drooling over quiffs and pompadours because I idolize those hairstyles. When I do style my hair, I get kind of the quiff going where it's sticking up a bit and poofy. Um, Yesterday I finally felt comfortable with my hair, so I'm hoping that little phase is over for a while. Um, I don't feel the pressing need to get a haircut or all my haircut. Um, I'm hoping I can get on testosterone quickly because it's driving me nuts. My voice is driving me nuts because it doesn't sound deep enough. It doesn't sound low enough. Like people tell me it's low for a female voice, but it's like, well, it's low for a female voice. That doesn't help. it's it feels like a woman's voice because I've had it my whole life. Even though as a teenager I actively brought it down to the tone that it's at now. Um, it's just not. It's it makes me it makes me incredibly self conscious to talk to people now that I'm aware that I have an alternative to sounding like this, and it doesn't just have to be from learning to speak lower. Kudos to trans women who had to learn to speak higher. This is one case where we've got it a little easier since our hormones, our hormone replacement can alter our voice. And the lack of a beard does still bother me. It's like I said, I can pass it off as well. I shave so I don't have one, but I really want something here because I don't want to shave forever. Um, and I don't know how long the lie to myself will work. Um, Eventually, I'm gonna snap and say, "Yeah, I shave," but it doesn't mean I'm gonna grow a beard. Like I gotta have some visual proof that there's hair growing there. And if after I start growing, I decide to shave it, that'll be fine because I know I can grow it later on. whereas now it's like naked. Um, um, what else is there? I'm saying what else a lot. I should have a what else counter. Uh, I am stealing myself up for using a public men's restroom. Um, I come close when I'm at my mental health clinic, because I regard that as a safe space. So using the men's restroom there would be a lot easier than, say, going to a restaurant or a department store. Um, Also at the cafe, their restrooms are just single stall type deals, so it wouldn't be as bad. But I am working up to it. I've gotten to the stage where I will stand near the two bathroom doors and I will debate and weigh the pros and cons and weigh the anxiety. Um, do I want to risk being harassed in the men's room, or do I want to risk somebody seeing my prosthetic and asking why I have a dildo in the women's room? Um, do I want to be called a queer fag, or do I want to be called a pervert? So, neither one is likely to happen, to be honest. I don't think either one is really that likely. I mean, if I walk into a men's room, I'll be taken as a lesbian, if nothing else. Um, I mean, um, and the women's room, I don't think most women are gonna care. I mean, unless it like flops out and someone's kid is like peeking underneath the stalls, as happens, I don't think anyone's gonna really notice. But the anxiety is still there, and it's too strong yet to overcome it. The logic just won't work. Um, I also would like to say that I have a friend that I've been leaning on a lot offline, and I want to thank her for being there. She has been a tremendous support. She's my link to the trans community. Um, she's been through most of it already on her end of the spectrum, and even though our paths aren't exactly the same, her support and patience has been very helpful. Um, um, so we've got Christmas coming up. I didn't say the date today. It's December 19th, 2017. Pre-T still. Christmas is coming up in a few days. This coming Monday, and then New Year's. Um, and January 3rd is the start of actually getting something done about this weird, crazy gender thing. Um, I'm hoping to get a gender themed book for Christmas that I put on my list, but I might end up having to buy it myself. I made a decision that trans related books that I do buy, um, I'll probably end up donating to my mental health clinic as resources for people who are exploring or have questions or whatever. Um, Trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. I don't think there is. Um, I'm thinking the next time I make a video, it'll be probably after I go to my first clinic appointment and go through the intake. Because right now I still don't quite know what's going on, what's gonna happen. I'm still only in the social transition. I haven't started medical in any aspect. There's, misgivings and doubt and frustration from just starting out, that awkward stage where you still physically look the same as you always presented. Um, Maybe your clothing changed. Mine didn't, because I always dressed like this. I just have a bulge in my pants now. Um, so, other people getting used to the name and the gender pronoun change is going to take a little longer. I'm going to have to physically change, I think, for it to be cemented in people's heads. So it's kind of that awkward stage. So yeah, I'm going to keep finding research information as I go. Um, Read up what I can, learn what I can about hygiene as it's going to change, because I'm hopeful I'm going to get that tea. Very hopeful. And I want to have um, a good idea what I'm going to need to do. And I could just wait until my appointment, but January 3rd is so far away. Um, so I guess I will close this OBS app and end the video, and wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holiday. Or holidays, depending. I hope the new year is a good one. Politics is a little up in the air right now. Hopefully 2018 isn't going to completely suck. So, yeah.